Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into this video. So, for the first time, I'm actually going to be covering a drama. I don't typically do this, but you do now. Sometimes I do, depending on the severity. Now, this dude did in fact want me to give him a shout out for this. His name is Gluttony. So I'm going to shout him out while I'm here. He gave me all the information to this, so let's just get into it. So, first of all, this is a building from this game called Hyaku Ashura. If you are familiar with this game, it's a new Fistborn game. Blah, blah, blah. It's a Kengan game, essentially. But, pretty much what it did was steal assets. Now, if you don't know, these buildings are from a different game called Visionism. If you don't know, that's one of my previous videos. It's, a video I hold very near and dear to my heart because it's my first one to ever surpass 10K views. So I hold it very close. But, let's just get into, the first look. So see, I believe this is formless, actually. But as you can see, yeah, as you can see, it looks like they are stealing animations. R16 to R6 convert animations. So as you can see, they're using a spoofing software if you don't know. What they did was they took the animations from a different game and they used a spoofing software to essentially rip it from that game. And make it fully functional, of course. But let's get into the screenshots. So, at Mochi's, you see how far have you gotten? There's only gang. It's demanding. Wait. Yeah. When adding add one pap yesterday, they practically remade the editing system. Being Shozuki Sky, I'd like them to join this team. 0 builder, 2 VFX, 1 animator. That's true. 555 is Sky VFX HUD available at the same size as a Suki Sky plate. Suki, Trigger Brutal. Delete all stolen access files because animators are cool in this genre. Then there will be Pluto. Do you want to do it? Biker, just in case I don't really want to bring back the same people, it seems there might be a problem. I haven't encountered it yet, but the omen is bad. No Fujin this, what they stole, essentially. Where Kujin where? No anime. I cannot read that. Oh wait, that's chaotic right there. Oh well, at least he knows it was Fistborn copy. But either way. Oh wait, this is the translated one, my bad. Only people Fistborn are here. Request game link. Zen wants to be a builder. No, take, do not. Don't take Zen. Which one is the one who does the anime wrestling T3 post for Ashura, which one? Gameplay MO equals Fistborn copy. If you say it's a copycat, I won't agree with you. Advanced stage 3 is clan lock now. Preston did not advance anger. I'll join this at stage 4 I sleep. Are you working out Smoochy? Why does the FPS drop when I turn off healing mode? I'll set a button to spawn food, or at least reset it when I heal. Oh, that's in the other language. Now, we get to go into the Eevee files, as they have been called to me. Now, Eevee Part 1, Spec Abuser. Apparently he was known as a Spec Abuser in Mighty Omega for a long time. And from the screenshot, it says, sometimes you shouldn't get involved. Who I give my account to is my business because it's my account. You have no right to make demands here. So this means that he was giving his, his account that had, private stuff on it to other people. Here he deems it as because account sharing is okay, you can lend players this account, main, plus all with maxed out stats, height, specs. Here's what happens if you argue back. I cannot say this word in my video. I absolutely cannot. But as you can see, I make the game better, work for the game, that's what I get in return. If I didn't get it for free, you're talking as if I haven't done anything to improve the game and get it all for free. Look at yourself complaining here. What have you done besides trying to win for yourself? Then, our next accusation is abusing dev perms. I don't think because you make the game better, you can ruin it by issuing false bans and ruining the game PvP, giving people access to your account because you are unable to beat a gang in MO. He has beef with all Asians. Okay. This is a very, very wild take. I don't agree with this, but this is what, the person who made the doc is saying. The people affiliated with them were issued bans for no absolute reason. I just watched your YouTube bug abuse, my bad. Another Onahi lost war, so he shut down server. He has been demoted by YOLO for Mito Omega from spec abusing, power abuse, and black marketing. For more info, you can watch these videos. Now, we're gonna watch these videos. Cough, cough, let me just like. There you go. Some background music for you. Whilst we watch this. So what it looks like in these videos, from what I can tell, is that, they're fighting or something similar. I don't know, though. I'll let the videos speak for themselves, though. Alright, hold up. Let me pause it right here. Isn't safe zone. Temp. It's not. He on spawn location. Let me look at the clip real quick. He was in this location. If you look at the clip, he's still in the same spot, especially by these two. I have a full video of the situation already. Show it. I cannot show it. Okay, but can you explain how did he get pushed out of FF? There's private info on him I cannot share if he's in the same spot all the time. Oh, okay. So, first of all, private info seems strange. But Open and Live FF push him by using emotes. You can see the picture. And someone M2 him out of that, and you can just walk in to attack him. As you know, he didn't press any key input to walk at all, and you can still attack him. Could he beat us under the third thing of the spawn location? How did he get pushed out of FF? Show the FF thing disappearing too, the one under the power bar. Pretty sure that FF icon doesn't work all the time, but yeah, okay, so he was in the safe zone. It does look like they did push him out the spawn. I will say that, like, look, if we look right here, it does kind of look like they pushed him out, but there is no FF shield there. You shouldn't be hit people in the safe zone or spawn. I cannot. Let me see if there's FFA icon or not. Or FF icon or not. The rule literally says you can't hit them, and if you can't hit them, don't push them out, and never says you can't try to hit them. Just unban me at this point. Yeah, so what if it's bugged and he doesn't have FF? He assumed that he has it, and then he just closed it. Okay, that's pretty weird. So mid-argument, he just closes it. This seems pretty weird for my opinion. Okay, yeah, so it looks like he was right. It looks like he was in fact right. This does seem biased from my opinion. Yeah, so it in fact seems that these little pushes cannot in fact push you out of the FF or the force field. Yeah, look. I will make a part 2 if I feel like it, so yeah. So we're actually going to go watch the part 2 next. Stop. Stop giving Rattata access to your account. He's making you look bad. Sometimes you shouldn't get involved. But even I shouldn't get involved. He's using your account in a war against me. He's getting me involved. Okay. Since everyone lends their accounts for wars, why should I care about this little thing? No, it's only for Koreans, say BM. At least don't lend your account for wars. Why can't I roll my trade, please? Oh, well, that was just random, dude, I guess, in chat. You talk like none of your friends lend account in wars law. Steve said to have been shitty on his account, and there's no rule against sharing accounts either. If there were, it would have been applied to many people now. Stop demanding fairness from someone you've never been fair with. It's ridiculous. If you talk like none of your friends lend accounts on wars law, at least I don't, then my apologies for using the wrong phrase. It's not a rule, I know but he's making you look even worse. Why are you so concerned about me? You're not even my friend, and letting my best friend use my account isn't wrong. It ain't that deep, though, is it? You're just looking for a reason to argue. Who cares? Okay, this is wild. I do not agree with anyone who does this. This is just beyond weird. Alright, my time to ticket. I'm just trying to give you a heads up. Eevee, Rattata is close to the BMers, and I don't know about you giving access. You know nothing, go make your videos. Slack, why are you trying in general? Because you got greened by someone. Now, see, this is all from an earlier beat, by the way. I did want to cover it, however, because it establishes a past connection. It's a Roblox game, why do you care so much? You look stupid. Even you come at me 20 versus 1, I'll still fight. I have Warrior's blood in me. That's just okay. I'm not glazing. I just watched someone cry about being green in a Roblox chat. Brought it to the Discord chat. Go become a comedian or something. You're funny ASH. Humble yourself. Learn about the world of Roblox is your life, bro. Yo. You acting like Roblox all I do. By using me things I let you go to the gym. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying you're committed on someone's account like a jealous still. Then what if I have beef with Eevee? Why are you glazing? I really don't get it. I've never made demands to Discord. It's always you guys tagging me and making demands to Discord. I understand you just can't handle losing. I doubt you made it past the play screen, my friend. Actually, hold up. Really quick, let me give this dude's channel a shout out. Here, let me subscribe to him as well. There you go. I would appreciate if all you guys went and sub to this dude after this video. Because, you know, why not? Might as well support the dude. Oh, you got Unbreakable 3, Determination 2, and another boosted APT 2-point high. Congrats on beating me. Can't give it. Don't forget that I play for fun, not just to win. He sent a gif and dipped. Make the game better. Models you made barely have any positive impacts to the player base. Stands, fallen masks, guns, etc. Ooh. I didn't say that word. That is a very nice model, though. I will agree. That is a very nice model. I stand corrected. I thought it was a good model. My apologies. Minigun. Interesting. I have a minigun in the game. I'll spray bullets all over the server. Interesting. Interesting takes. Okay, hold up. I think I went a bit too far back. Oh no, I didn't. This is just all covering the same stuff where they're beefing about, you know, the gang. No one has praised me, but the work I've created makes everyone praise me, like the Schooner Mask and many more in this upcoming update. I have achievements, but you have nothing except bragging about beating me 2-0 in Kangen. Yeah, no one is praising you, bro. Bro, just silence him. Good job. Can you have stuff set up vanity buying for accessories? Take what I said into consideration and enjoy the game. Don't let it stress you out or drive you crazy because that's what a game is supposed to do. On a Kengan instead of sending useless things. I wise dodge. Eevee, you are embarrassed. Can I vouch, Eevee? I know right now he's modding right now. I'm no longer someone who needs Google Translate to type. That is... I don't agree with that take. I don't. Nobody should be criticized for the fact that they can't speak a language and have to use Google Translate for it. I don't... No. No. That's just not... Okay. I was like, you're making Asia even worse by abusing specs, running macros randomly, siding with toxic BMers instead of making models that are actually benefiting the community. And a lot of people are always biased towards what he did. He also bans people over small things because he got a corrupted mod friend, Vivas, aka Cream. I don't see anything wrong right here. I could be wrong, however, so we'll keep looking. Do that, leaving him to get ganked. I was trying to help him as well, but I saw many enemy around the zone, so I had to walk away and I was low. Yeah, I saw the video. I have a side of civilian help and cop as well. I didn't prioritize the riot. Ripped. Okay. So it's just him explaining what happened. All the guy was learning, I had to grease it, clearly lying. I just watched your YouTube, my bad. Why is it 2 days? I don't know. Okay, closed before he could explain it. That's weird. But okay. I don't even know what to say no more. I love this game, but people that are supposed to make it better are ruining. Okay. So what I could get from that is essentially Eevee does have a history of abusing perms. So let's go back to this. This is just history of him black marketing. Oh, there's a lot of clips. Woo. Oh, I'm not revealing this stuff. This is very personal stuff. If you want to get the stock yourself, you can find these, but I will not be revealing these on YouTube. Busted, watch for timestamp, Eevee Part 3, Hyaku, ashura. Okay, so this is where we get into the more modern thing. If you guys think the game is owned by Cream, it's in fact owned by Eevee. This is why I actually established precedent before him, of him having already a bad reputation. And if you guys think the game is in development for almost 1 year, then you guys are wrong. The game has been in development for 3 to 4 years already. Interesting. So it seems that people are expecting him to sell specs later on for real money via BMing. I still kept playing Mohib mad more than before. They abuse bro, Vivas and Day. I can't report them anyway. Man, there have been other stuff. Fake BM. My friend just got banned. Okay. So, as we've learned, there's a history established here. Great lord. But now we get to look at Raishin's style. Because this is in fact ripped from Fistborn. Especially those M2s that are stolen. The M1's there? Yep. Hayaku's been in dev for like 4 years, 234. They just leave the server and made a new one. Hayaku Ashura. I wonder how Hayaku Ashura will look like. Hayaku. Are you a CEO in Hayaku? It seems like this was the original one, and then it seems like this is the new one. Although what I dislike is how this one looks like somebody actually drew it, and this looks AI generated. I highly dislike this. Who's the owner? Add CZ and Satona Lake, and then here should be, yeah, this is an investment. Now, so there's one from that, and then now here shows Eevee's work. As you can see, very, very similar. Now, we get to delve into the next thing, and that is the actual larger dock. Now, this is the entire dock. So, I will leave this recording for about, let's say the next minute and 30 seconds. During this time, just take a small break, rest your eyes, whatever. In about a minute and 30 seconds, I will resume this. Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I assume you have all gotten your water and everything, or anything that you intended to eat or drink. So, with that being said, let's just go right back into it. Alright, so, we're going to be addressing all of this. Alright, so, disclaimer, obviously, don't send any hate. Oops, my bad. Anyways, don't send any hate or threats to any of the developers or anybody involved with this case. This document is being written to show the truth behind Hyaku Ashura and what's been going on behind the scenes. Hyaku Ashura Discord server was created around a month ago, on 1/15/26. At this moment, I don't have the info when the project was started. Based on the information I've gathered being at Hyaku Ashura, I could take a guess that this project was also started around January 15th. But what we do know is, from previous information, we actually know that this project was started 3 to 4 years ago. Wait, look back at this. That's why I went over all the other information first. The reason why this document is being written is due to the fact that Hyaku Ashura is a copy game, stealing from past Kenga games such as Fistborn, Ashura, and Mighty Omega, one of my friend's games. The person that I believe behind this is Mochi, also known as Mochi_LoveCat143 on Discord. Mochi's been the scripter, animator, VFX maker, SFX artist, and UI maker. It's come to our concern that Mochi has gone behind our backs and stolen tons of assets to create Hyaku Ashura. For more proof on this matter, you could check the other tabs to see all the evidence I've gathered over the past few days to clear things up for people that have seen Fistborn devs such as Sosuke, Bing, Sammy aka Bean, or contributors or developers for Hyaku Ashura. Each of these devs joined the team exclusively to gather evidence on the matter, reveal what's really going on behind the scenes. Now, focusing on another matter on who owns the game, the current owner of Hyaku Ashura is Eevee, also known as Eevee Kung on Discord. From what I've heard in the VC with Eevee and Mochi, Eevee has been paying for assets for Hyaku Ashura. I don't know if Eevee has knowledge that Hyaku Ashura is made up of stolen assets right now, but he's been funding the project ever since it was started. Focusing on other matters, how Hyaku Ashura also stole the entire framework of Fistborn. To give more context on this whole shenanigans, these are exact words of the person who made Fistborn, also known as Akihua. From the UI range to the hotbar/inventory system is the exact same system. In terms of key binding, they didn't even bother changing the font to something different, so it's clear they're using our font. They copied the focus/side animation to all their bars, and it's obviously the exact same. Leaderboard is also the exact same in terms of text position and font, which also makes me believe it's the same leaderboard. Their 1-to-1 mode UI that is literally the exact same position and sizing as the Fistborn one, and the button menu is also the exact same, just worse. On their new UI layout, however, they have a bar for thirst, but they don't have any thirst in the game of any kind. which makes me believe on the contrary that they never did it at all, because Fistborn only had hunger. The fact they have multiple maps, so no map builder was mentioned in the credits, makes me believe it's also stolen assets or toolbox. Now, for more info on this matter, we're going to check this one, the copy of Fistborn evidence, which is right here. So, this is a video or elbow cutter and different lighting and they're brighter. But, as you can see, we have more stuff if we scroll up. So, the lines here are actually incredibly similar to Fistborn ones. So, if you don't know, when you click on the UI for Fistborn, it will actually show you, the whole male and female, and those lines will pop up. I should actually have a video detailing it. Let me go see if I can find it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I understand. Excuse me while I look for it really quickly. Okay, so it appears that I am a liar and I do not have a clip of it. Because I'm a buffoon. Never mind, I do in fact have one. So here, let me just pull it over here. So I can show you. Oops, anyways. If you look at this video, we can see, someone has been caught red-handed, the lines, the scripts for it, and then if I load into Fistborn here, white lines again. Same thing, same font. As you can see, seems like a very scummy practice, but Now, evidence number 2. Mochi started the animator on how Fujin and Formless got removed, which indicates they've stolen assets from other King games and put it into Hyaku Ashura. Another thing is that Mochi claims that Shozuki has already joined and said himself that the game looks nothing like Fistborn. The reason behind this was Shozuki was sent by the development team to check if the game was really copied. But yeah, we have these screenshots, and they pretty much just say, if there's any stolen assets, we should remove them all. And then Mochi said that only Fujin and Formless were removed. But they didn't exclusively say that, they were the only ones, just that they were the only ones removed. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to evidence number 3. And this is actually about the lightning flash, which was in the clip earlier. But if you see here, it is the exact same thing. It looks almost identical, which means they probably stole it. Now, while the bone and body system works similar to Fistborn, it's not their models directly. The system is the same. The models, however, are not, from what I know at least. Or I could be stupid, I'm reading this wrong. I'm probably reading it wrong. But as we can see, extra evidence here, and then we can move on to... Actually, we'll move on to this part. So, we can pretty much just skip past this, because we already talked about this, essentially. Now, we can move on to the actual real-world consequences. Now, I understand this isn't a thing a lot of you guys expected to hear, because it's a Roblox game. But, everything could have a real-world consequence. This is where we get an example of it. The game will be getting DMCA'd. I know that off the top of my head. The game will be DMCA'd. However, I cannot speak on the legal matters. The legal matters are not something I can decide on. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they are pressed. It would not surprise me in the slightest. I would very much understand it. But this is also a statement from the Fistborn devs stating that they're going to continue making Fistborn and they're going to try to improve it. Now, if you have any ideas for how to improve Fistborn, leave it in my comments, please. I talk to Suki almost every week. So please, if you have any ideas or any concerns, reach out. Always talk to me. My thing in the Discord is 10 good plays. If you ever think that there's someone you can't reach out to or anything, always reach out to me, man. I'm always open. But now we can move on to the Ashura assets bit. The first immature shows Slam kick from Hayaku Ashura, which resembles the Taekwondo skill. Which, you know, they look very similar, if not identically the same. Now, this is the old asset pack. So this was the old texture pack that Shozuki used for Ashura while working on it. Now, do I think this is scummy? Yes. Oh, and there's also miscellaneous, which is this. I can't read that, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest, but I'll try. How far have you gone? Oh, no, I think I actually said this earlier. I think I said this earlier. Yeah. I showed this earlier in a different screenshot. Or was it? I believe it was, here. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, so I addressed this already. But now let's go to my general consensus on this whole drama. So if we actually look in the Hyaku Discord, they're saying they're going to do the combat test. You know. Wave only, but you know, I'm not wave. However, I will show you a video of what it looks like in my next video. And I'll dissect that as well. But, lightning guy removal advance. Now the fact that they have 3 is kind of suspicious, considering they have them off launch. But you know. That Ryan Curry model is also the exact same one from Visborn, if I'm going to be honest. It looks almost identical. If I'm going to be honest, the map kind of looks weird. It looks very subpar. Well, maybe that's because I'm a map builder and I'm very critical of things. But, yeah. So, from my whole understanding and my whole situation of this is they stole assets and pretty much, you know, they're going to have to end up suffering the consequences of that action. They stole assets and whether it be legal consequences, financial, whatever, I can't speak on those, but this will have a very, very heavy consequence. And this video will be posted inside of Visborn later on today, so everyone can get, you know, a view of this. With that being said, please don't do things like this. This is real world consequences that you can deal with. With that being said, have a great day, everyone. Please. And excellent night, excellent day, however you want to picture it. And do what you want to do. You know, have some freedom for once.